Good morning, students. How are you all today? I hope you all are feeling good. You all are feeling very, like relaxed, happy. Your minds are relaxed, right? Your minds are fresh actually, early in the morning. No one is feeling sleepy. I hope so. No one is feeling tired. No one? That's great. And your tummies are full with yummy breakfast which your mom must have given you. Yes? Tummies are full? Yes, you had your breakfast. Very good. That's very good. Now ready for a new day, ready for a new class. Now which day is this? Which day of the week is this actually? Yes, it's the fourth day of the 21st week. Remember, I've told you we are on 21st week now, right? Almost the session is going to end now. Isn't it so? Isn't it lovely that you are almost completing the session? You're almost at the end of the session. Yes, that's great. Now let's have a starter activity. Now in this activity, what I want you all is I want some of you to describe your mom, to describe your mother. You know, mother is a very important part in the family. You know that. And I'm sure you all must love your mother. Yes, you all love your mother? That's great. Now, how are you going to describe your mother? Who's going to start for me? Yes, Alia, come on. How will you describe? Your mother is very good? No, describing means you have to use some describing words. Like she is very, she is tall, she is, how will you describe like that? Your mother is tall, okay. And how does she look like actually? She is tall and she has long hair. Wow, she has long hair. And what clothes she was wearing in the morning? She was wearing a pink color dress. Okay. Now see, you have described the looks of your mom. Now describe something which tells you about the character. Character means how is her personality. Personality traits. Have you ever heard personality traits like whether she is kind person, helpful person, whether she is a angry person, a shy person, things like words like that. Your mom is very kind, okay? Your mom is very helpful, very good, and she's always angry. Oh my God, she looks angry. That's okay, moms are like that. Or you can say um, she is a happy person, she is an angry person. Any other thing, any other word that you can use for your mom? You love your mom. Very good. That's great. Good job. That's very good. Now see how Alia has described her mom. Now what today we are going to learn? We are going to learn to describe a character. How well a character from a story. Okay? From a story we are going to describe. Now first I'm going to explain you, I'm going to teach you how to describe a character. Now tell me, class, have you ever heard the story of Little Red Riding Hood? Who has? Oh, great, Amir, you have heard that story. Now, what's that story about? It's about a little girl, a little Red Riding Hood. Now, what she did? Yes, she helped her mom to give some food items to her granny who lives next at the next part of the garden or of the next part of the countryside, right? So she helped her mom to take the basket of food, right? Now, have you so how when you have read that story, and so how does Little Red Riding Hood looks like? How will you describe her character actually? This is what I'm going to explain. Now, first, whenever you are asked to describe a character, you have to you have to divide the character into two parts, right? Outside and inside. Now, what is outside means? Outside means how the character looks like from outside. Like if you look at me, how do I look like from outside? And in that comes my hair, eyes, nose, what the character is wearing, whether she has shoes on her feet or not, like that. The outside part. And inside comes the inner personality traits. How is the personality of that person? Whether the person is kind, whether the person is happy, things like that. Do you understand? Now, you can see over here on my board, I have pasted a picture of Red Riding Hood. This is how Red Riding Hood looks like. And when we are describing, first we are going to see the outside part. How does the outside of the, how does a Red Riding Hood looks like from outside, right? And then the inside. Now, outside comes the hair, eyes, dress, shoes, and whether she is a tall girl, whether she is a short girl, right? Now, so how will you describe this Red Riding? She is a small girl. You can say a small girl with, what color is the hair? It's brown, with brown color hair and big eyes. Yes? And then comes her dress. She is wearing a red color dress with red shoes. Right? So shoes are also here. Do you understand? Now we have described the outside part, but since she is also holding a basket in her hand, right? So we can say she's holding a basket of food in her hand. You got my point? Yes. Now comes how she is from inside. Like if you have read that story, then you would definitely know how was her character from inside. How was she? She was a kind girl because she was kind enough to help her mom. She was a helpful girl and she was also a shy girl. So, kind, helpful, shy. Was she selfish? No, she was not selfish because she helped her mom. She wanted to work for her mom. And was she shy? Yes, you can say she was a shy girl. So this is how you are going to put the words in a form of a web. You will just write down the words first. You will check out what are the words to describe the character. Now, once the words are written, then you are going to describe the character in the form of sentences. Do you understand? Now, we are going to write sentences to describe this character. Now, let's move on. All right, you can see my whiteboard here. Now, for sentences, you can either write it in the form of sentences, numbers, or in the form of a paragraph. Now, I would suggest you to start practicing writing in the form of a paragraph. Now, first paragraph, we will describe the outside part of the character. And in the second paragraph, we are going to describe the inside part of the character, right? So, let's start. Little Red Riding Hood Now, Little Red Riding Hood is a small girl with what type of hair? Yes, with brown hair and big eyes. Yes or no? She has big eyes. You can see that. Okay. Now then, she is wearing a red dress and red shoes. That's it. She's wearing a red dress and red shoes and is also holding a basket and is also holding a basket of food in her hand. Now remember, we are describing the character how it is in the story. Okay, how she looks like in the story. So that is why I have written it in the present continuous tense that she is wearing a red dress and red shoes and is also holding. So this is written in present continuous tense. Now, okay. Next paragraph comes about her insight. She is a kind, hearted girl who likes to help her mom. Now she's a kind-hearted girl who likes to help her mom. She's also a shy girl, she's also a but she's not scared of anything. Why I have written this class? She's not scared of anything. Because if you have seen in the story, she met a wolf on her way to her granny, and she was not scared. She ran away from the wolf to her granny's cottage, right? So that's why she was not scared. She was not a scary girl. She was not scared of anything, right? Now let's read it out. Little Red Riding Hood is a small girl with brown hair and big eyes. She is wearing a red dress and red shoes and is also holding a basket of food in her hand. She is a kind-hearted girl who likes to help her mom. She is also a shy girl, but she's not scared of anything. Got my point? Now we have described the whole character of Red Riding Hood. Yes, class? Now, in the same way, we are going to describe the character from our story. And what is the story about? It is about a red hat. Remember, it's about a red hat, an old red hat. Now, which is the main character in this story? Ada. Ada is the main character. So we are going to describe Ada now. Now you can see here on page 95 of Nelson English, you can find the picture of Ada. Now you have to describe her, how she looks like over here in the story, how she looks like, and what are her personality traits, what type of a person Ada is. So when you look at this picture, what comes in your mind, how she looks like? She's a small girl, okay, with, you can say, black hair and big eyes. Her eyes are big. And what color of dress she's wearing? She's wearing a pink shirt and a red skirt, right? So now the outside part is done. Ada is a small girl with black hair and big eyes. She's wearing a pink color shirt and with red skirt. Then comes the inner part. How, when you have read the story, you must have an idea what type of a person Ada is. So you can take help from here, that they have given some words to help you out to write down about the character. Was she happy? Was she a boy? No. Small? Yes. Sad? No. Cold? Cross? No. Okay. Kind? Yes. Tall? No. Short? Yes. Girl? Was she mean? No. So now you have to describe the character of her by using the inside character by using these words. You can say Ada was a small girl. Yes, this you have done in the beginning. Ada was a, we can use the word, she was a kind girl, and you can also use some other words from yourself if those words are not there. She was also a kind girl and she was very helpful. Why she was kind? Because she wanted to give a new hat to her mom. Since she had an old red hat, so she went and bought a new hat. So that means she was kind and helpful girl, right? Now, I have explained you everything. Now can you write down about Ada in your own words? Can you do that for me? Yes? Okay. Now first what you have to do is you have to look at this picture. We have already done that. Then you have to write down the words that describe the character. So that means you are going to do part 2 and part 3. In part 3, you have to write the 2 parts. Like, can you think of more words you could use to describe Ada, which I have already explained you. And then you have to write down 3 sentences to describe Ada. Now, it's a writing part. First, you have to write down the words to describe the character. Then you have to choose where you have to write down 3 sentences to describe Ada. So, I'm going to give you 12 minutes for this task and your time starts now. Yes, class, time is up. Now, can you read out the words that describes Ada? Okay, small, black hair, okay, big eyes, very good, pink shirt, red skirt, very good. Okay, now the personality traits. Kind girl, helpful girl, because, okay, that's fine. Now, you have written the sentences. Can you read out the sentences for me, please? Ada was a small girl with black hair and big eyes. She was wearing a pink color shirt with red skirt. Okay. Ida is a kind-hearted girl because she wanted to get a new hat for her mom. Correct. So that's very good. This is how you are going to write the character. You are going to describe the character. This is all the character description that we have learned today in this class. And this is very, very important, children. Do remember how we have been, what about the steps that I have told you that you have to keep in mind while describing any character. It is not only this character or this one of Red Riding Hood. You can use these type of things in any kind of a character. It could be any other character from any other story like Cinderella, like you can say Rapunzel or any other character, right? It could be. So first you have to describe, you have to look at the outside part of that character, that how the character looks like, what the character is wearing. Then the inside part, or that how you think the character might be while you have read the story, right? So I hope you will do like that. You will understand what we have done today in the class, and you will also do your homework. I'll be posting that on portal. Okay, children? But if you have any problems, you are always welcome to ask. Okay, class? So see you next time. Now, see, tomorrow is the last day of the week. And what we do? Yes, we do the test. So do revise everything which we have done throughout this week and this work as well. Okay, it might come in your test. Okay, class? All right, bye-bye. Have a nice day.